Hello, we have our next game, and it is against Chaos Dwarfs. Let's have a look at the team, eh? Don't recognise the coach, that is a bright kit. What have we got going on so far? Not as much as I expected from that team value. How are they doing? How many games have they played? 8-6-1. Great record though. So, well, I mean, in the sense of not many losses. That's a lot of draws. Yeah, these guys are obviously very nice. But after that, there's not a ton going on. The Strength Hobgoblin is quite tasty. But you'd almost like to have the ball on him, right? But this guy is obviously going to be the ball carrier. Yeah, it's interesting. We'll see what he puts into this. Could jammel his cash into a wizard. Yeah, it feels a little undeveloped on the Chaos Dwarfs, right? Are they all sitting at, like, level up time? No, only a couple of them as well. Oh, and he's actually one Chaos Dwarf down, which is a bonus as well. I think I'd be tempted to take, like, Chaos Dwarf and then level him up to level 2 and get him, I don't know, Guard or Mighty Blow. Just to get a little extra bit of, I don't know how much that is, so that's probably as much as a wizard, so maybe it's not worth it. He's gone wizard. He's got good retrieval, so I don't blame him for that. So maybe we carry on the backup guy. I guess we'll see how it looks. If we can, we'll carry on the backup guy. It'll kind of depend on when exactly stuff happens. But if nothing else, that makes it tricky to know when to score, right? Even if he doesn't manage to pin us in. Yeah, exactly. So he gets to choose. He's probably going to go on defense here. I would go on defense, but then I always go on defense, so. But maybe he feels like he wants to bash first. But when you got the wizard, I feel like you want to be on defense. Yep. You want to have it looming right from the start. If you go on offense first, then you know, you run the risk of having to use it when you don't want to. It's very sunny, and the kit actually looks really nice in this. I know that's not what we should be concentrating on, but it kind of does. So yeah, if possible, I think we're going to pick up on this guy. The downside is he doesn't have, you know, all these skills that this guy does. The upside is if he gets bolted, it's not the end of the world, comparatively. Does he have kick? He does not. Let's see, we'll pop you in here. I'm actually going to pop these guys. There's no frenzy, so we'll pop these. There's no frenzy, right? Nope. Guess we go and try and hit this guy, or do we just try and hit Hobgoblin? We will decide that as and when. Yeah, I think I'm overall okay with this. Oh, that is horrible. look at that graphics on the side there. So we'll pop him under it as well. I mean, if we could get him safe in a cage, then he doesn't need dodge and block, right? That's kind of the philosophy here. I should defend this slightly. Guess we can take a 3 dice with block. Oh, we used all our powers at the same time. good start, especially since he doesn't have Mighty Blow. I think I'm going to hit Hobgoblins, because he doesn't have any spare players. Good though this guy is. See, we wouldn't have knocked him over. Now you can come back to help assist this guy. You can come up around here. Let's see. Might want to keep this guy somewhat back, so let's pop him here. Like, just in the sort of general vicinity-ish of the ball in case things go wrong. And I think I'm going to take the 3 dice next. Okay, stuns are fine. That kind of still helps. Let's do the inside. No, let's do the outside one first. Trying to think which one's better if it goes wrong. But also, I kind of like the idea of the guard coming inside there. We'll drop you into... Very aware that he can just come through the middle pretty easily right now, so we're going to have to switch these guys around. Let's do this. And then back this guy up with this. And then let's see if we can pick up the ball. Yep. I don't think he can sensibly get round, so I'm actually going to move up slightly with the ball. Just so he doesn't, like, bolt it and then get around our side or something. It's tricky. You almost want him to use the wizard early so you can pick up on the other guy and get the wizard out the way so you can potentially score on turn 8. That's thinking too far ahead, obviously. But, yeah, it's tricky. No bribe and no dirty player. It'd be interesting to see if they foul. I don't think they will. They only have one guy that they'd really want to foul with. Maybe he's thinking about just hitting easy to hit guys, looks like it. You know, if you can get a few skellies out, that's obviously great. Okay, he's elf defensing us so far, so yeah, this is blatantly the blitz. Down goes Stephen Runkerman. And he is injured. So good start for him there. Well, this guy can get tackle now. Is that what I would get? Probably. So that's why you hit the vulnerable guys. We did the same thing. His just didn't go out. I think this time we try and hit this guy though. So obviously he's going to be more and more valuable as the game goes on. I mean, he's given us a hit on this guy, but we'd have to 2 dice without block it. But obviously, getting rid of centaurs would be absolutely huge. He's kind of giving us this side right now, right? Oh, look at that Kelsdorf dodging. Tricky one. I really think we hit this guy. Is the ball safe? I mean... never? Then we've got to try and take our space as best we can here. Okay, got to think about where the ball is going. I think it's going to go in here. He doesn't have any other guard and we have 2 guards, so this guy's just plugging in here. So even if this is a failure, we have to let it go. I think this is okay. You know, I mean, feasibly he could, like, bolt this and then run around and hit this guy and then run around here too, right? But it's, like, that's all he gets around, so I don't think he's going to do it. And indeed he doesn't. I guess he might start to take some 2 dice againsts here. Oh, he does have guard there, doesn't he? Which means he would have a 2 die on this guy, which is quite nice. He doesn't contact these 2 guys, and we're able to not... well, we'll see what this guy ends up doing. Is he going to send this guy around the back as a threat around there? It's probably not the worst idea. Nope. I wouldn't mind it just because he's very maneuverable. So even if he gets around here and things move on, he can like maybe sweep up and around or just get back very quickly. But by staying this side, he does allow us to be a bit freer in the back. Pretty sure he's going for this guy. That's good for us. Does he... puts in the reroll. Does it pay off? Yeah, temporarily. Oh, dodges out, okay. Is he gonna try the 2 dice against here? He might do. This is the danger, right? Is that works. It's crazy how often that works. When you're making a 2 dice block, normally you're kind of like scared. I mean, that's really a huge turn for him. That's going to slow us down massively. Because now we just have to try and get it back together. We can't move here. So, how do we protect this? I think, because we're looking for protection and maybe a hit on this guy. So I'm thinking a bit of that. Then we make this 3 dice. We do knock over first time, which is actually pretty nice. So what do we hit now? I think we have to pop this guy here. I think we just go and hit a hobgoblin. I think we need to be playing that game. Well, we're not playing it successfully. Just in case. He might try and push round here. We're actually not super safe there. I don't like this at all. Just realised how... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... Yeah, that's not safe. Yeah, I don't like that at all. I think I got a bit gung-ho on moving this guy across. Forgot that I wouldn't be able to move him back because of being attached to this guy. That's part of the problem. Could bolt and pressure now, but we'll see. He's given it a thought at least. Because obviously he can apply a lot of pressure back here. Doesn't do it. I thought he might. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, because you could blitz this guy. I think I might have bolted there. And then blitz this guy down, and then you've got guys flooding in here. You got this guy coming in around here. This guy can flood past. This guy can go here and effectively just keep these guys in place. Yeah, I think I'd have done it then. Might have been the wrong idea, but I think I would have pulled the trigger on it. You know, and if it falls to this guy and he picks it up, then you just blitz him with this guy. Okay, looks like he's going to try and come and make some contact. Don't think he'll re-roll that one. Doesn't, but obviously that makes this contact a lot worse because this guy then is free to just hit you back, which he's been very careful to avoid so far. Stays where he is. He's used break tackle already, I think. I mean, theoretically we could try and surf this guy, but Probably not worth it. It'd be a 1 dice into... Yeah, it'd be scary. Then again, if he applies no more pressure... Okay, so he's applying pressure. He's thinking about applying pressure. No, he's not applying pressure. Okay, that's more like it. That's actually really nice, because now... Oh, we can't move these guys. So he did move somebody around to keep them in place. Okay, so let's have a think about this. This guy could get in immediately. I mean, we could drop back and try it. If we were to move him there... I mean, it would be pretty huge, right? We've got 4 rerolls. Getting them off the field would be really, really nice. Okay, here's where we might be throwing the game, but... We're gonna throw the game. Now feels like the right time to do it. I think we want this guy here, actually. Yes. Alright, so here we go. Okay, we paired him, never mind. I mean, that works as well. Oh, especially with a KO. Will he Appo? He might power Appo this. Doesn't? Okay. So, we got kind of the result we wanted anyway, right? Do we make a concentrated effort out the other direction now? I think we do. Alright, I feel like that was a good kind of counter turn there. Took a bit of a risk, but it was like a, what, a 3+ for it to be okay, 5+ for it to be amazing. Because obviously if we just get a push, we follow, which gives us our second assist, and then this guy comes through and blitzes him off, right? But this is actually, I guess, really a better result, because we got the KO as well. And we got to stun this guy and kind of move back over in this direction, so... We can now, and with this guy stunned, it lets us potentially open up this way, which means he can't just rely on pinning us down here as much. We do need to bear in mind, of course, that... time is an increasing problem, and the wizard is still looming, so those are things to think about. But this corner is definitely turnable unless he spreads out a little bit, right? I think we at least need to... Unless he completely empties this side, we at least need to make a kind of, like, play of pushing this way. Okay. So this might change our plan, because obviously that's a big That's a big pillar of the community down. Down he goes. These strength 4 guys really being a pain. Okay, so that doesn't afford us a lot of movement now. But that could still be workable. It's not going to reroll that. Okay, so I think we still push up into this area. So we start with this, which gives us our assist here, which is nice. Or, hang on, yeah. No, let's do it with this guy. No, actually, I want this guy there, because that's obviously a great place to be in general. I think we have to make this block to see if we get the movement that we need. We do, that's great. Which means we can kind of punch out in this direction. I'm trying to decide if I get this guy up. I think I do. I think he's going to be our back pillar. Nice. And we're actually going to push out with this guy. I haven't decided where I'm going yet. We're just kind of seeing what feels right. Move this guy here, because that's double annoying. Because that blocks a route through, and it sits this guy where he is. Yes. It's very tricky, like, it's a very precise situation, like, because you got to think about the potential fireballs, stuff like that. I think this guy's gonna just have to sit here. I wanted to push him on through. And you know what? Just to block him up a little bit, let's pop this guy up in here. Okay. We didn't leave anybody. No. Just hopeful. I think we're 10 on 10 right now. Yeah. I really think I might have appoed that centaur, because, like, he'd be back by now, and that would be such a huge problem for us. But I suppose he feels like he can get it done without him. Which may be true. So what's he blitzing? I'm assuming he's just going to casually blitz this guy down. I don't know why I said casually. I guess because it's pretty easy because I put him out in the open. That's good. Okay, okay. Okay. Constantly looking side to side to see if it's better to push back the other way again. I feel like it is. I mean, arguably we could push up through the middle, depending on if we knock anybody over here. Okay, that makes that tricky. He's just going to make dodge rolls, I mean, what can we do? Could we still push up into that? It might depend on what happens here. Okay, that's a good start. I might hit this guy. I think we're going to try and forge a path here. We don't have very long to forge it, that's the problem. And if this goes wrong, it might be game over. Push is pretty bad. I suppose we could have re-rolled it, but we do still have some things we'd like to roll. If this guy had guard, that would be worth it, but he doesn't. So I wonder if the wizard might get used here. We're having to forge more of a path than I'd have liked. Disappointing. So we needed I reroll for this one, because obviously this is important. Okay, we got him down at least. He will be able to dodge off if we don't. We do, that's great. And it frees up this guy as well, in case of disaster. And I don't think I make that block because it doesn't get me as much as... Does it? Is pushing that up there help? No. I don't think it does. Oh, Robert Fisk. Oof, what a fireball. Okay, good resistance there, but it may not be enough. Right next to his his safe hands guy as well. So if he can just knock this guy over, which admittedly he's going to need some help with, or you could just 2 dice against it, I suppose. Could dodge this guy over, but obviously that's a 1 in 9 for disaster. Could 1 dice that to free up this guy, that might be worthwhile. Just to get him on the ball, make it harder for us to score. In case things go wrong. Okay, that's a good start. I don't think you could re-roll it either. Maybe you can. He can, okay. Gets a push, so now he's got a 1 dice on this guy. Scary reroll there, obviously. Okay, using the retriever to... Well, I guess he has to now use the reroll, right? That will give him a 2 dice, so could blitz it to pick up with this guy. Gets him. And then I guess he comes over here. Maybe? Where do you go? Maybe just back up behind here? He's gone for that option. Which is fair. He can kind of clear some stuff off here for sure. So the wizard very much did its job there. I assume he's not going to try and score here. I mean, maybe you dodge this guy off just in case. But you kind of want to protect this, right? So we don't still go and get it, because obviously we've got a a ball handle of 3. Okay, so he's just making sure we can't, because if he doesn't move over here, we just knock this guy over, and come on through. Although it's not a great... Oh boy, knocks him over. Okay, that was a great turn in terms of how it worked out. So the slightly risky reroll was worth it in the end. Follows for the 1 dice. Not the best 1 dice in the world, in terms of it's against block. I'm not saying you shouldn't take it, just... it's, you know, only semi-likely to work. Alright, so we could tag the ball. I don't see a good chain. It's got break tackle, so that's only really so effective here. Okay, that's good, because that's a scoring threat, believe it or not. Very nice. Okay, it was alright. Instant fall over. We're going to go for both of them anyway, so... Could he try and... Okay. 4, 5, 6. You can't score. I don't think you can score either. This puts this guy in a scoring position and just makes it hard for this guy to come and... I mean, he can still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, he can still come around. But he doesn't have as much maneuverability post that, right? This guy is obviously free as well, so he can do stuff here and get the ball down. But I don't think he can score, which is the main thing. The bull can score. This, oh yeah, he could score. 6, 7, 8. It'd be interesting to see if he tries to... I suppose he could... Yeah, it's tricky though, right? I mean, it is a threat though. He could move this guy over and then blitz off and get in scoring position. Looks like what he might be doing. But then what's this guy going to do? Is he going to dodge around and launch it? I suppose so. Afternoon, by the way. Is it afternoon? Yeah, it is. I've lost track of what time of day it is. Okay, so I think that's what he's going to do. I suppose the risk is that if you fail any of this, maybe we can go and score as well. Evening, yep. But obviously having a scoring threat makes everything a bit more scary. Ooh, okay. He's gonna have to probably use a reroll. No, doesn't use a reroll. Is he just gonna give up and go back now? Yep. Okay. So he's now just trying to make sure that we can't score. I suppose technically this guy could go and score. Probably should get this guy up. Doesn't, but it works. Thoughts on Blood Bowl 3? How's it going, by the way, Copswood? I guess I'm kind of reserved so far. I want to... It depends if we can do ladders right from the beginning. I'm not sure that... I guess I have a lot of thoughts, but none of them are sort of concrete as of yet. Can we just get down here? I guess we can, but obviously then how on earth are we going to score? We're probably not going to score here, but that's sort of alright. Yeah, I'm not sure yet about the whole kind of battle pass system. I mean, if it's good, then I'm okay with it. Like if it feels worth it. If it's not, then that's really sad. Because ooh, that one's a bit risky. I mean, when I say a bit risky, like I'm kind of tempted to dodge off with this guy now and go make that blitz. Especially seeing as we have block. Or is there a better way? Maybe this guy just goes. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, the tomb guy can score. The question is who gets him the ball. I guess this guy probably. I mean, we have to go for this, right? There's nothing else really to do first. Is there a better way of doing this? No, there's not. Hang on. Just trying to make sure there's nothing better. No, I don't think there is. Okay. So yeah, I'm kind of reserved on that. I mean, they've said it's going to be good, but we'll see if it lives up to that. Okay, it's on. Knock it here. Don't follow up. If we hit this guy, that doesn't help. Nobody else can really get over there of import. So it's skeleton dodge time. Oh boy, this is a horrible route. I can't make it better either. That's probably the best I've got. It's not bad. I mean, for you know, for Khemri, whatever we are. Okay, off to a bad start. If only we could use all 3 rerolls on this one play. Okay, the excitement is still there. Don't you fall over. Oh. So close. We were only a throw and a catch and 2 GFIs away. Thoughts on the rest of it? I haven't looked at the... I don't know if they've kind of shown the interface for it recently. Yeah, for sure. I think it depends on how fast everything gets implemented. One thing that is not exciting me is if we don't have a ladder right from the start. I've kind of heard both ways whether that's going to be a thing. I don't know if anybody's got a confirmed on that. But if there's not, that's a bit sad, because then you're just relying on private leagues, and it's like, if you want to encourage people in, you want to have, like, something solid to play in, right? So, we'll see. But obviously that's going to be something that does come, it just might kind of dent the initial excitement. But, one thing I'm excited about is it's with the new rules, right? And I haven't played anything in the new rules. No ladder for a few months? Is that pretty much confirmed? Because I hate that. Oh, that's a bit of a blow, isn't it? Got his whole team back. The thing we had going for us. Believe so? That sounds a little less certain. You can get out there. Oh, did we? Oh, and we didn't get our guy back. So he got all 3 of his KOs back and we didn't get our KO back. That is really unfortunate for trying to defend this. Eesh. That wizard was so effective it kept 2 of our guys out for the rest of the game. So this is going to be hard now. But I'm not giving up. There's a lot of hobgoblins to kill here. But the fact all of our removals are being KOs is a bit sad. But yeah, if there's no ladder, is there also going to be no ladder on Blood Bowl 2 as well? Because I thought I heard them say this was the last, or I guess people have just been assuming this is the last ladder, but maybe it won't be if there's none on the new game. I guess that's the thing, everything's a bit in sort of flux right now, nobody quite knows what's happening, even though it's like a week away or less. So that's my main issue with it. And the only other issue I had with it, there's a dev stream tomorrow. Okay, I better watch that. 2 days away. Okay, wow, that's really crept up. Yeah, I'm excited for it in the sense of the newness of it, right? I just hope it works okay. That's the main thing. And I hope they don't take as long to get the teams out as they say they're gonna. But we'll see on both those things, right? Because games can get really stale if you only have a few teams, especially when it's not like they need to sort of create the teams in the sense of like mechanics or anything. It's not, you know, they're already created. They just have to make the pixels. So but yeah, cautiously optimistic, but also slightly pessimistic. The dev stream might help me decide if I'm going to get it right from the get-go. I mean, I guess if there's no ladder for a couple of months, or whatever it is, I suppose the thing to do will be there'll be lots of people setting up private leagues that are more public. So there'll be something you can join, it just means you've got to, or maybe there'll be like, can you still set up your own ladders? If you can still set up your own ladders, I assume somebody big, a big streamer or whatever, will set up their own ladder and a lot of people will just go join that. Which, you know, works as well. I dare say that they're in danger of diminishing their, you know, if that, the downside to them not doing one right from the start is if somebody does that and it becomes what everybody flocks to, the danger is that that will become the thing that everybody wants to do. Unless they give you extra prizes for doing their own ladder, which would be a sneaky way of, you know, if you get cosmetics or whatnot for playing a certain number of games on the ladder, maybe that will draw people back to it. I don't know. There's a lot to find out still. But I'm kind of most excited to be playing under the new rules. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully they will. You know, and hopefully the seasons will include, like, new, you know, it'd be nice to see like big changes on the seasons, because like, I mean, I guess right now we have seasons, it's just that there's no difference from one to the next. It just resets the records, right? But if they actually bring in, like, you know, this season is, we're bringing in these new pitches, and obviously they've talked about bringing in a new team, but maybe they'll bring in more than one team at a time after a while, just because it's going to take so long otherwise. But yeah, bring something other than just, hey, it's a new season, because we already kind of have that. There needs to be a bit more excitement to it than that. And the downside to bringing out one team, the other downside to bringing out one team at a time is that, you know, half the ladder will be playing that, right? And then you suddenly get bored of the new thing. That happens in a lot of games. So, you know, we'll just cross our fingers. I think it has potential to be good. I am excited for the newness. Ah, you're a basher, huh? You wouldn't believe it right now, but I'm an agility player, so I'm torturing myself by playing the a pretty, I guess maybe the least agile team in the, yeah, I guess this is the least agile team, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I suppose, I mean, you could kind of argue Lizardmen in their own way, but I think, oh, you know, on average these guys take that crown. So yeah, we just bash hobgoblins and try and get a numbers lead here. It might not happen. Did they get an extra reroll and I didn't even notice? Yeah. Oof. Halftime really went their way. Because what could have happened, let's remember this, is that they could have had their 3 KOs stay out and our 1 KO come back. We'd be on 11, they'd be on 8, and they could be 1 reroll down on us, which would make me feel like we were probably going to win the game. KO rolls are so swingy. Or they can be. What do you normally, what's your regular team, Copswood? I'm probably going to be playing Dark Elves in whatever I first play in, because they're sort of my go-to. Alright, there he goes. I mean, I think we know what he's going to hit here. Chaos last time you played. Okay. Chaos are fun. I don't mind playing Chaos. Because they can sort of go in, I mean, I know they usually go super bashy, but they can also get quite sort of agile if you roll right. Gotcha. Yeah. I think the main thing about them is they can go a lot of different directions. Now, I really know nothing or very little about the new rules, so I don't know how much mutations are a thing anymore. I know that some of the bashiness has been pulled from the game, so I know that's a thing, but I don't know beyond that quite what's happening. And how they'll work. Are they even called Chaos anymore? So there's so many changes. I like the past that change. Yeah, I do think that's interesting. My main thing is that I'm glad they've made Bash slightly less painful. with the piling on situation and all that. I've said for ages that I feel like piling on should be like kind of equivalent of a foul. And I guess that's kind of the direction it's gone. I'm gonna hit this guy, honestly. Do I need to bring over reinforcements? Probably. I think I'm actually gonna just double up on this guy. Just in case things go poorly. Yeah, for sure. I think it's a positive thing. I don't necessarily feel like it should be banned from the game, just that there should be some consequence to it, because it's very strong. Oh man, I can't damage these guys at all. Do I dodge this guy out? I don't think so. Of course, I'm here playing Bash, complaining that my Bash isn't working, but yeah, it's always a way of it, right? If you're playing a Bashy team, every time you don't push somebody off the field, you you feel aggrieved. And if you're playing Agi, every time you roll a 1, it feels outrageous. I'm trying to think of... Okay, so I know bias is a thing, but I'm trying to think... It's always interesting to try and work out if you are just sort of making more of things than is actually the case, or if we've been a little unlucky. I'm trying to think of where we've been kind of lucky. I suppose we were kind of lucky with the Bull Centaur removal in the first half to KO him. Don't think we had any super... I suppose you could argue that picking up the ball with that skeleton, even though we didn't turn it into a touchdown, was kind of lucky, because we had to dodge off, double GFI and pick it up. I suppose that luck was mitigated by the fact it didn't turn into anything, right? But it was lucky. I suppose that's one of those things, right? Is it kind of... A lot of the game depends on where your luck falls and when your luck falls. You know, I don't know if you've had those games, but you have games sometimes where you roll... Where you can't injure anybody the entire game, but then you injure like 4 people in the last 2 turns, but you're already down like 3-0. And it's like... At that point, it doesn't really matter anymore. But it looks like you've been kind of lucky. And maybe at that point you have been. So it's one of those weird things. This is going to be hard to stop, but I'm not giving up on it just yet. We've still got everybody on the field as of right now. He's still got to get it all the way around us. The danger with these guys is that when he does want to move around us, he can just sort of base up our whole team and then, you know, run around, and it's very hard to get back in touch with him, right? But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, there's always pulling a surprising 5+ dodge maneuver that can get people as well. Be tempted to base this guy with the blodge. That'd be pretty strong for slowing us down. And you know, we're very unlikely to knock him over, so... And he's very good at repositioning. Wait, these Chaos Dwarfs are very dodgy today. Okay, you get up. I think probably you get up as well. Ooh, could we chain anything? Not that makes anything good. He did kind of leave us a chain here, but... The best we could do is chain this guy, like, here or something. Which isn't bad. don't want to get too dragged down here, but I think I am going to try and take this guy out. I wish this guy had guard. If we do this, then we get a 3 dice here, which I prefer. Don't prefer that. I think I am going to push this guy down though. He sort of helps get in the way now. I really want to hit this guy, but yeah, I think we can probably do that. I think we've got enough people up the field that that's not outrageous. When you're lucky as well at the right time. Yeah. Alright. Let's knock him over, shall we? Thank you. Just as requested. I think we bring this guy in here. And then this guy... A crazy part of me wants to run in here and then foul him. Let's just see what that would look like. 42? Okay, not great. I'm just going to pop this guy here. Because, you know, he's not so committed down here that he couldn't swing back if we overcommitted. Sorry, I'm saying committed a lot. But I'm pretty happy with the Tomb Guardian spread here. Oh, might he... He could really commit, and so I said it again. He could really... No, it's the best word. If he really committed, he could surf this guy. So he could hit him to here, then hit him to here, and then knock him off. But a lot of his guys are in base contact, so he'd have to... That I don't think he's going to do it. But yeah, so he's swinging back over. Can't take a ton of his team. And we arguably might have some guys that can go back again, so I don't think this is, like, unretrievable from our perspective. Irretrievable, I think, feels better there. Is he going to one dice this? So I guess this guy's coming up to here or something. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a thing. Double pairs. Always nice. I mean, if he armor breaks one of these guys, that's a big problem. Because, you know, these guys just standing up is a big roadblock. So if you can't stand them up, you lose a lot of your positional stuff. Alright. Oh, handoff. Oh, that's annoying that that worked so well, isn't it? 4+ catch, no guarantees. Yeah. I mean, I sort of oh dear, there he goes again. Who's this on? This guy, I'm assuming? Yeah. Oof. Okay, this is going to be a tough turn to recover from. In the sense that we've got a lot of guys on the floor, this guy's stunned. But I mean, he's not... I mean, he doesn't want to go in next turn, so it's not the end of the world, necessarily. We need to just roll some good dice as well here. We need to have a good turn of dice. I mean, that guy standing up is at least something nice. Okay, so here's the question. Do we want to... I think we just want to hit this and move, so which means that you are probably just getting up. Actually, here and then here feels... Does it? Let's see. If I go there, I have guard. Don't need guard to make that hit anyway. It probably would help. I should have done this one first. Failed the easy bit. That's nice. Encroach. Okay, where do I want you? Do you have guard? You don't, but you're still a pain. So I've got a 2 dice there. I think I want you here. If anything, I'd rather he push back this way. That's what we're talking about. Okay, okay. Our mistake was trying to go with Mighty Blow. Let's see. Got a 1 dice there, so I could move this guy in here for 2 dice. I think I like that. Get out of here. Okay, so that was kind of the good turn we needed to restabilize. So I don't think his course of action is obvious now. He's kind of in a slightly similar situation in that he could push through here very easily, right? But it's like, does he get enough to stop us getting back on top of him? Maybe. He could even hit this and then blitz this with the bull, which might be what he decides. Okay. Yep, I think that's what he's going to do. Or I'm feeling like it is. Down through here. He gets this guy and this guy to come and help protect him. Pushes here would be nice, just saying. That's not as good. Unfortunately, that works pretty well for him. I like that we left this guy here, but it's not really enough of a defense. Although, arguably, we could hit this and then this guy's also free. But this guy has blodge, right? That's kind of part of the problem. Okay, okay. Do you want to get that far away from your guys? I mean, I don't really have any threat, but this could fail. It's a 1 in 36 for absolute disaster. I guess if he scores at some point now, he goes in feeling pretty happy, right? So... Or at least reasonably happy that he can probably stop us scoring. I guess that's the main thing with Tomb Kings. If this was Dark Elves, or any elves, you wouldn't really want to go in this early. He's going to one dice it. Oh no, he can't one dice it, that's right. Fail a dodge for me, go on. Absolutely didn't listen there. I think kind of the best we can do here is, like, try and force him to score. I guess he's worried about this, but there's no need to be. I'd have to roll double powers, so it's not the best. Which one of you guys is up? Okay, so I could make that one as well. That's a good result there. Might get surfed here. We'll stay just in case we stun him. Okay. Got some SVP out of it at least. Not ideal. I think we have to stay to have something on this guy, even though it's not much of a threat. Oh, sweet. I mean, it's not a great defense, but it could be worse. I don't know that he's got enough players to safely feel like he could swing this guy around and blitz this guy here and then knock him off. Maybe he feels like he does. I don't think he can safely cage it if he does that though, so... Kind of half expect him to just try and score here. Like, come in, 2 dice to this guy in this direction, and he can run down in this direction. That's kind of what I'm expecting. But you mark everybody else up first. Can't blame him for that. So yeah, he's just going to try and push him over here, or if he can get better, that's great. Now I have a decision to make. I'm going to dodge here. Okay, that was the right decision. So he is going to try and go in, I think. And that's why we dodged. It would be a bold move to surface off there, because he's got just nobody to come support this apart from, I suppose, this guy, but even he can't really get far enough. But this way, at least our thrower is still unarmor broken. Oh, is he not going in? If he's going in, this guy should come and, like, stand down here. Yeah. Maybe here. Yeah. One of the two. The downside to going in the middle is that you know you're just going to get 2 dice, so this is probably the right choice. I mean, he could stall another turn. Yeah, so he's just going in here, I believe. Yeah, he's got to go in. Exciting. Alright. So, here we are. 3 turns against a full Chaos Dwarf. No, actually not a full Chaos Dwarf team. Oh, why? Why would you do this to us? Okay, okay. We'll pretend that didn't happen. But he is one down. We're also one down, unfortunately. And I think it's fair to say we could have used this guy. So now you are going to go and try and get the ball. Oh, you know what the problem is? Is we have no, like, two of our best scorers, if you want to call them that, are not on the field. That is a big old problem. So we're going to be running skeletons as receivers here. It's go big or go home time. We're going to do one of those things. Keeps panicking. He's got so many rerolls, he doesn't know what to do with them. So we'll pop you up here. We're just going to razzle-dazzle him with all these guys. I know we've got more turns than we've got more than 2 turns, but good start, good start. We're going to try and make a little defensive box for this guy. Oh dear. I mean, I can't make a defensive box if this guy isn't here. I mean, it's not been the best first turn of the Razzle Dazzle, but it's, you know, it could have been worse. And I'm totally letting them through here as well, because we don't care about that. That's all part of the plan. So you can get to there, so we just centralize here. And we're going to quarterback this up the field like nobody's business. In fact, if he comes down and chases us, all the better. That's less people marking all of our receivers, which I'm still going to call them. So yeah, obviously this turn would have been a lot better if we had sort of knocked over 4 guys. You know, maybe stun them. That would have really helped out for next turn, but we didn't do that, so just gotta stay with it. I mean, we're effectively like elves, but we've just, you know, we just gotta roll 2 higher on the dice, right? 3 higher? Maybe 3 higher. Agility 2 versus Agility 4? No, just 2. It's not really that much at all. Looks like he's going to try and maybe screen us out here, which is excellent. I suppose it's just a mini screen, but obviously we can walk around that no problem. We've got our choice of sides. Not worried at all. When you're looking for an unlikely play, you don't worry about things like the odds being worse. I mean, the downside is that we now have to throw it next turn because we can't escape from these guys. The upside is that, I mean, that's quite exciting, right? It feels like he's... Is he just letting this guy... I think I'd be tempted to... Has he blitzed? I think I'd be tempted to blitz this and then stand this guy up. I think he's just luring us into a false sense of security here. Because that seems like the obvious play. Okay, he's going to blitz that. That's okay, though. Good old Carl, hanging in there. Oh man, I really wish he'd stop getting successful on these. I know they're not that unlikely, but still. I suppose ultimately it doesn't matter that much. Get you up, you could be useful next turn. So I think the obvious play is up this way, right? I think you just get up. Probably have to get the ball to him now, because that's kind of the most important thing. If that doesn't work, I mean, whatever, right? Ooh, we can get that close. I mean, that feels like the play. Nothing else matters, let's do this. Oh no, is it really... Oh, it's really sunny. That really doesn't help. Oh, worst throw ever. Yeah, I forgot about the really sunny. I mean... I guess ultimately it, you know, doesn't change much. So now nobody's in range, so no scoring. What a letdown. But I think the plan was, throw it to this guy. This guy runs up. This guy probably comes here. This guy blitzes here and goes here. Other stuff happens. I guess I could GG him. That's a pity. I'd have liked to have finished with a more high-octane excitement there. Oh, really, Sonny? Why you gotta do that to us? Yeah, it was. I mean, the wizard's really bad for Khemri, and I do, you know, whether or not it's true, I do feel like we got a little unlucky with KOs and such things. He was 4 for 4 KO rolls, we were 0 for 2. I mean, that's arguably a little unlucky. The fireball went pretty well. Yeah. Not to say that he wouldn't have won anyway, but it might have made for a tight game. It would have been nice to get one anyway. It would have been exciting to get a tie there. Let's see. There's not a lot of people playing CCL, is there? Ooh. Hang on a sec. Hang on a second. Oh, he took away our chain push. Hang on, we could still get it. This is still technically on. Oh, actually, it's pretty hard. No, no. We just get this guy here. We blitz in here. Push this guy here. Dodge it, pick up the ball, throw it to him. And he goes. It's technically on. I think. Unless I'm misinterpreting. He's given us a shot here. Oh, it's still on. It is still on. Very nice. Sure. Ho ho ho. Okay. And we can hand off. Oh. Oh, that's sad. I wasn't even paying attention and he gave us a chance. What did we need there? We needed a... Obviously we had to make some dodges there. But that would have been a funny end to the game. Oh, Robert Fisk, our dead thrower, gets the MVP. Boy, that's insult to injury there, isn't it? Yeah, that was terrible. I mean, he only inflicted one injury. I suppose you could say that's a bit unlucky. But boy, was it an effective one. He did make more blocks than us. I mean, honestly, I think it was like a pretty even game where both halves could have gone either way. Wizard did kind of kill it in the first half. I think we were in an okay-ish position by that point. But yeah. Yeah, it was a good game that really went sort of with the little things we needed to go just didn't. And you know, that's kind of arguably the way it should be. So what's that put us at? 744? Well, this team's been tough. It's definitely been tough. There's nothing to do. You know what? Maybe we buy our... I know it's going to put us not where we want to be, but I think we are going to get this one and stop the riot. Because the riot is more often problematic for us than it is good. So, yeah. Thanks for watching YouTube. I will catch you guys next time.